Welcome back everyone. This little lady is Poppy. She is a Yorkie cross and she is 16 years old. She does not look 16 years old. She does not act like she is 16 years old. Fun little fact quickly, she is deaf though, so I don't really talk to her as much through this because she can't hear a word that I'm absolutely saying. But right now all I'm doing is taking her very short. Her mum likes her really short all over because it's just easier for her to maintain. When she very first came to me, she was quite matted, especially with the tail and the face. Her mum now keeps on top of it with 8 weekly appointments, so we are able to keep her quite short, especially when it's hot in this weather. We've been having heat waves, so I'm just taking my 7 blade and just going all over her body and her legs. Now, Poppy does have some lumps and bumps, especially mainly on this side. She has quite a large lump underneath her stomach, and then she has a few little warts that just kind of dangle. I find a new one appears every time I see her. But the reason why I'm clipping her right now is because it will just take less time for me to be able to dry her. My ultimate goal is, because she is elderly, is to get her in and out as quickly as possible, because I know she's going to be tired and I know she's going to need breaks. So in and out as quickly as possible, just rough clipping before we bath and then we dry. It just cuts down all of that drying time. It's amazing. So I'm just quickly doing a hygiene clip on Poppy. This is just to remove any excess hair that is around her bum and around her private bits. She isn't really particularly hairy around that area, and especially inside her legs aren't that hairy either, so I don't bother clipping those. But yeah, this just helps to stop all of those little clinging bits of poo that is disgusting. Nail time. Now, most dogs do not like this. Poppy is very good for this bit. However, I do have to be mindful that she is an elderly lady, which means that although she is pretty good on her legs, to be quite honest with you, especially for her age, I do have to make sure that I maneuver her legs in a certain way and I let her have breaks if she needs them. Well done. Right, let's do your chest quickly. Miss me, sausage? I'll put you. Go. Say that for me. I know. No. I got as well. Okay, here is the gross bit. So Poppy gets really bad eye bogies, and they tend to form into a huge clump of just rock solid mess, and it's really hard to get out. Usually I would never use my clippers around the eyes or near the eyes. However, in order for me to get this out, I absolutely have to. Scissors won't even go through it, and if I was to soak it, it would take forever to get it out. So clippers are my safest and best option right now. You'll see that it takes a little bit of time. I'm so careful around this area, but I'm also careful because I'm worried that she has sores under her eyes, which one of the eyes was fine, but the other one did have a small sore underneath it. This is just because it's got really irritated pretty much. Do you know what, we're going with the 30 instead. Hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. Here we go. Right, stop. I can't soak that off, baby. It will not come off. It really won't pop. Alright, let me have a look. So yeah, she's got sores under there. No, it's sore, isn't it? No, pop, pop, pop. Stop, 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 stop. Here you go. This is like just really thick, hard grey skunk, basically. Bless her. Lie down, Pops. Let me see. So we are at the bath now and it's time to dry her. Poppy is really good for being dried. I think partially because she is deaf, so she just doesn't really hear it. She only really gets the vibrations on her body. But yeah, she's such a good girl, and drying her is perfect because it takes no time at all. I think it takes me like 15 minutes just to get her dry, which is phenomenal. Okay, so now that she is dry, I'm just going back in and smoothing out any of those lines and making sure that I haven't missed anything when I was rough clipping her. Basically, this is just the final bit to make sure that her whole entire body is looking really, really good and crisp and clean. So I'm just going over anything that I might have missed in the rough clip. Rough clips aren't meant to be perfect, they're just there to take off the bulk of the hair, so that you don't have to spend as much time drying, because you're essentially just drying hair that is going to come off anyway. So here I am just skimming over her body with the same blade that I used, and as you can see, she is pretty content just staring out the window. Sorry, baby girl, I need you to turn for me. No, no. Pops. Pop-a-doodles. See? Say. Stop. You can sit if you want, that's not a problem. Pop. So Poppy decided she wanted to lay down, which is absolutely fine. She's an elderly dog. I always give breaks for any dog, but especially elderly dogs. So I just ended up working on different areas instead while she's laying down. So as you can see, I'm sort of shaving around her head, just evening it all out, just letting her have that little break that she feels that she needs, and then we get back up again. Pop-a-doodles. What stand up leg? I'm sorry, I know. So now we are moving on to feetsies. So I scissor her feet. She doesn't have a lot of hair, to be quite honest with you, in between her paw pads anyway. She does not like clippers near her paw pads. And because she's elderly, I don't want to stress her out. I don't want her to fall over. So I just do what I can do. And I just scissor around, giving her a cute little rounded foot. This is also where I go in with my scissors and I start scissoring away, creating a shape and moving any loose hairs that the clippers haven't caught. Again, just being mindful of Poppy's legs because she is an elderly lady. So I'm just literally just scissoring and snipping away at hairs, just creating a cute little shape to make her leg look fancy. Hang on. Right, babe. It's okay. Put your foot. Sorry, babe. I know. Well done, Puppet. become a little bit prettier. Not pretty already. I think I could be a big model. So you do have grinchy feet as well. Can I have it again? That's it. What a good girl. God, my hair is so itching me. How we do it, is it? No, don't move. Not while I skizzard. Well done, Pops. The bestest girl ever. Now, if you could just rest your head in my hand, that'd be fantastic. Hang on. Let's rest your head. No, try's not doing anything. Just look at that gorgeous face. No. No. Last little bit is her face. So I'm just scissoring it to kind of a rounded shape, but it's very, very short. We keep it short because of her matting. Again, last time I saw her, she had quite a lot of mats in her chin. I don't want that happening again. So I like to keep her beard quite short, but also give her a roundish, kind of cute little terrier face that she has. I keep her ears, I don't really do much with her ears. Occasionally I will trim around them, but to be honest, they weren't that long, so I just left them how they were. But yeah, I've already taken out her eye corners anyway, so I don't need to do that. So this bit of the actual process is probably the most easiest bit out of it all. Don't move. Don't move. Pops will sleep by every time. Pops, I'm barely pulling. I'm barely touching. But I do have to do your face, don't I? No, you're nervous. Stop. Can I see? Can I see a puppy? Pops. I know you're deaf. So I can't hear you. but you're still talking to me. Can I see the face? It's a gorgeous face. I loved it. You're so beautiful. You, missus. All done.